and keeper, usually Stephen Lunny. But both these keepers for Nashville are outstanding. So LeGavelle gets the nod tonight between the pipes. On the back line, it'll be some of the usual suspects you've seen in recent games. Avendano on one wing, Wade Wonderland on the other, Sanchez and Guerin in the middle, Luke Guerin and Saul Sanchez anchoring the back line, the back four for Nashville. In the midfield, it'll be Nick Romero, Anthony Sedano, Josua Chavez, and Robbie Johnson. So Romero, Sedano, Chavez, and Johnson across the middle. And then at forward tonight, we'll have Zahir Hassan, number 25, along with Asmir Pervan, number 24. You may have heard a couple names not on the list and are not here, actually. One of those is Ben Jones. He is nursing an injury from Saturday, and results still pending on how his ankle is. Got nicked in the ankle pretty seriously. Looked like at the time it was quite a scream or a cry he let out at that point in the game. Also, Elliot Goodwin, a little bit of a cramp, a little bit of a leg issue, and not here either. The subs for Nashville tonight: Stephen Lunny at goalkeeper if needed. Matt Reed, Neil Bola, Adam Grant, Richard Askey, Roberto Pimentel, and Walker Mainwaring. So, Nashville, of course, coached by Brian B.J. Johnson, assisted by Kyle Rolicki and Sebastian Vecchio. And Nashville, there you see them lined up with the officials in the middle, ready for action. Now, for the home standing Huntsville Rocket City United Club, they are going to go with, got it right here, Baker at goalkeeper. Had a good game against Nashville in the last contest up at Siegel, Chris Baker. They will have also defenders Zach Clark, Tim Findall, Ricky Davey, and Samadou Mutumba. In the midfield, they'll go with Rogers Atugonza, Rio Suzuki, Juan Hernandez, and Patrick Wang. And then at forward, they'll have actually Edson Abreu, the only forward, number 17, Edson Abreu, and the fifth midfielder will be Mitch Wilson. So they'll go with kind of a 4-5-1, Will Huntsville tonight. And we mentioned they've struggled a little bit down the table. Nashville is battling to keep the momentum from that big victory Saturday night up at Vanderbilt. 3-1 was the final that night. A nice game against the Georgia Revolution out of Conyers, Georgia. So Nashville getting it back together. Talked to Coach Johnson today on the bus down here, actually, and he had said the team has been confident anyway, regardless of a couple of tough games in the middle. There was a loss down at New Orleans, then a draw with New Orleans, a loss to Chattanooga. But he said the team has been confident and focused, and they did that really well on Saturday night, played a solid game from start to finish to get the victory. He thinks they're confident and focused coming into this matchup, and that'll be the key. Now, last game against Rocket City up there, we mentioned earlier, it got physical. There were those cards given out. I think there was some discussion among Nashville folks about the refereeing and how maybe things were a little out of control at some point. And Coach Johnson has said his players are coached and conditioned not to worry about the referees, to control what you can control, and that is your focus and maintain your poise and your confidence and just try to play the game, get the result that you deserve, and not let the physicality of the game, maybe the chippiness, get to you. That could be what some teams will try to play, as you know, and if you're involved in soccer at all, will try to get in your head a little bit or get you distracted by playing that really physical type game. So Nashville's charge tonight from its head coach is to play their game and remain focused. And here we go, the national anthem coming up. And there's the national anthem. We should mention that it's a little bit soundproof up here. The windows don't open in this building, so you will not hear what's happening on the field at all, like you can at Vanderbilt with those windows open and the camera outside, in fact. So that's one factor. Another thing to note is that the angle in this building, it's tough, impossible actually, to see the corner to our left. So the corner of play down where the scoreboard is going to be really tough. There's also a kind of a seam in the window that you may see in the middle of the action. So we apologize for that we're kind of at the mercy of the facilities here with not really much of a roof. Plus, even if there was a roof, the weather is so bad, it would be a rain out up there today. So we'll give you the game as best we can, and happy to have you tuned in tonight. This is Phil Newman along with Dean Johnson on the production, bringing you the action tonight. And it's a big night in sports also for Nashville. Vanderbilt playing Texas right about now, already underway in the College World Series. Vanderbilt having won last night 9-8. Chance to wrap it up tonight and take home the big prize in college baseball. So we'll see how that game goes. But the focus here on Nashville FC, getting 3 points if possible, if at all possible. And Nashville will be in its visiting gray with white striped kit jerseys, the gray shorts, the blue, dark blue socks. Huntsville all red with a bit of white striping on its uniforms. And we are ready to go. Leland Grant is the head referee tonight. See him in the field right there in the camera range. Rain has stopped for now, so maybe it'll pass over us, and that won't be a factor. And now the game is underway. Rocket City kicks off and controls, at least out of the gate. Nashville putting pressure on right away in the midfield there. Actually, the forward hassling the back line a little bit for Huntsville. And up comes Atagonza with the ball right now and cutting it back. He'll probably switch it all the way across. He will to Findall on the left back. Huntsville controls early on. Pressure there from Pervon, though. Handled by Rocket City. Long ball played up toward the front. There's Guerin putting pressure on, and he's able to stave off that challenge right away. Good pressure by Sedano.